is Josephine Adderell from Elways about electrification of roads. Please, Josephine.
Thank you. Let's see if I can share the presentation as well. So can you all see the screen?
Yes.
So I represent a company called EVIAS. We are enabling the transition to e-mobility with e-road system so that you can charge your vehicle as you go. So as we've heard from previous speakers, the key factor to success in transition in the mobility field is to introduce electric vehicles. And by 2030, there is expected to be 116 million electric vehicles on the road, and over 50 million vehicles in China. And in order to have a successful introduction of these vehicles, we need to have an infrastructure that supports them. And to do so, we believe that the enabler of e-mobility is an electric road system that can support the station-based charging system. So with an electric road system, a vehicle can be charged while you're driving or while it's driving. So there's no need to find parking with charging to fill up the vehicle, which saves both in time and parking space. And what's important and key here is also that it prepares for the future. So not only the future when we have shared mobilities, where we want to have as little downtime as possible for these shared vehicles, it also prepares for the future of autonomous vehicles, where you also want to be able to run these vehicles 24/7 if possible. So this is a very good system, and it's also cost efficient, and it gives power supply through conductive rails. And it also makes electrification possible without the need of bigger batteries. So you could, Northvolt, for example, produce not only for 1 million vehicles, but maybe for 4 million vehicles. So it gives more possibilities to work with what we have. And it works for all types of vehicles. So what about EVIAS? So EVIAS was established in 2018, and we will commercialize the electric road system that was developed by Elways, as you mentioned before. So R&D company Elways was founded in 2009 by Professor Gunnar Asplund, and he's been shift designer for ABB and is also the inventor of HVDC light. So Elways has a lot of registered patents, and they've been trying out this technology. They're up in their 5th generation, so it's a proven technology that we are about to commercialize. So how does this work? Well, in the vehicle, under the vehicle, you have an arm that automatically detects the location of the rail and connects to it. And then you get the energy from the rail into the vehicle. And when you're overtaking, for example, the arm will automatically be going up. So you will not have power all the time, and you're not fixed to the rail. And as I mentioned before, it works for all type of vehicles. So you can see a passenger car or a bigger truck, which is a good advantage. And what's also good is that an electric road system doesn't have to be installed on all roads. So in this picture, if you can see it, you can see a picture of a city, and the yellow cross marks are actually where you would need to electrify, where would be suitable to electrify, so that you can go around and use these roads to fill up your vehicle, and then you can use the smaller roads in between with your charged battery. So safety is a very important aspect. So for the past decade, Elways have been trying out the technology, try to stop in figures, and you will not hit the electric conductor. There's also other tests that have been done by, for example, putting a racing bicycle with the thinnest wheel, and it cannot slip into the track. There's also a test that has been done to show that there's no dangerous voltage on the road, even when we fill it with conducting salt water. And it's also good to know that the conductors, or that that the roads are not electrified all the time. It's only electrified when you have a vehicle that has been connected to the road. So we will put the power on and off depending on if there is a car or a vehicle upon it or not. So what about cost? So here we can see the cost to drive 10 kilometers with a regular ICE vehicle. Here is with the big battery vehicle. So this is before incentives. So of course, if you have incentives and with the future batteries that are cheaper technology, you will have a reduced cost here. But still, you can see that with a small battery vehicle and electric road, it's very advantage. It's a big advantage when it comes to costs as well. Today, there's one project in Arlanda, which is next to the big airport in Stockholm. That has been installed in 2017. It's a 2 kilometer long electrified road, a track on a public road. The project is part of the Swedish Transport Administration that commanded this through procurement. And it has been tested during several winters and hot summers, and it works perfectly. So before, of course, there have been child disease or issues to solve, but main part has been solved now, and it works very good during traffic conditions. So what about China? So we have a development office in Beijing, and we're currently evaluating the green projects. So we saw that there are a lot of very interesting green projects in China, where we think it could be very suitable to build a demo track, similar to the project E-Road Arlanda that we saw, to showcase, but also to try out the system in China, of course. So the next step is to choose 1 or 2 green projects as a start, and also to establish better partnerships with OEMs and other companies that can benefit from a faster and smoother way of charging vehicles. So now, if this works, I will just show you a small video of how it looks like. So it's both 3D simulation. So here you can see the electric conduction and the electric road. So here are the first tests from the E-Road Arlanda in May 2017 with a truck. And here you can see how it connects down to the road to get power. So it feels where it should connect, and then once it's connected, then the power will come. And here you can see the blue is actually showing where there you have energized road sections. So there's sections of 50 meters each that has been energized. And here you can see the public road. So it's a road that is not the best road, I would say. So the asphalt is very thin, but it's been a very good test road to see all the possible issues that we might work on. And here you can see the Prince of Sweden that is actually trying out the system on a passenger car, in a passenger car. Good, and that was it from me. So for now, you can visit Elway's webpage to know more about the technology. There is a webpage in Chinese and one in Swedish, or you can contact me if you need.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Josephine. Very interesting technology, I must say. The last speaker before the panel is Mr. Magnus Grans.